So I'm about to do something in the e-commerce space I don't think many people really want to do, and that is I'm going to be building a complete brand new store online and on my YouTube channel for you all to see and grow it to $1 million brand. So if you're interested, be sure to follow the series. How's it going, guys? Nathan here, and you heard me right. I'm going to be building an e-commerce store from the ground up and all the way to $1 million brand. So be sure to like this video, and we know your time is valuable, so don't forget that you can watch this video faster. Let's get right into it. So being an introvert, I've never really taken many photos and videos of my journey, whether it be quitting my job, starting a new job, or even starting new businesses. But that has become one thing that I have regretted to this day. And while it has made my life simpler and easier, I don't have people just muddling around in my business, it does also make me look on the flip side, where I now don't really have any memories to show in the form of any visuals. And all the hardships and difficulties that I've had to go through, I can now only go through off the top of my head. Whether it was the moment that I quit my job, sending that email, or even losing $20,000 without even knowing about it. What? So many failures. But aside from that, what all these failures have allowed me to do is build the skills of how to build an e-commerce store, how to market, how to build operations out, and that's something that I really want to show on this YouTube channel. Now, instead of just talking about it with you, I want to take it one step further, and I want to show you exactly what I'm doing step by step for you all to follow along, because we've heard multiple times that e-commerce is dead, dropshipping's dead. But if it were the case, why are there so many people still doing 6 and 7 figures consistently? I really do think something might be broken in that storyline. So in benefits of watching this, not only are you going to get the step-by-steps of how I plan to build this, but my thoughts and opinions every step of the way. And that definitely means that you get to enjoy both my successes and failures. So if you're expecting to follow me episode by episode, the things that you can expect to see is how I go through my winning product research, as well as how I plan to fulfill the product and create a customer experience that's really going to shine through on the brand. However, there are going to be some things that I really want you to be aware of. So, disclaimers. Number one is, if you're planning to follow along, try not to blatantly copy everything I do and copy my brand. I say that, and it's also the reason why a lot of dropshipping experts never share their products or their stores while they're currently scaling it out, because who wants to create more excess competition? Oh, hell no! The idea is to learn the concepts and processes behind building this brand, because things are no longer like 2007. We now want to tailor an experience so that we can actually have longevity. So understand what I'm doing and take those notes and use your own ideas to build them and bring them to life. I'll be here to help you along the way, but I'm not going to help you compete with me. Number two, remember that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Although people make it look quick, and there's plenty of YouTube videos where they're doing dropshipping challenges within 1 hour, 12 hours, and 24 hours. No way. Not this time. It's not going to be that simple when it comes to building a sustainable brand. And while fast growth does have its upsides, 90% of businesses that experience this level of growth will crash just as hard. So the idea is to have consistent growth, but turn it into a worldwide product that's not only fun to build, but also sustainable. And lastly, that's number three, which is don't bet the house. The thing about starting a business is that an idea only starts at that. It's just an idea. You don't need to go all in until you've got that proof of concept. And whether that's going to be a dropship product that you have a Chinese supplier for, or a private label custom product, you don't want to go and put all your money into this one brand, because if it doesn't work out, you are stuck there. So hopefully I can show you what a minimal investment can really do for you, and careful planning allows you to then grow things slowly but sustainably. Now, I've fortunately been able to do multiple 7 figures in sales with my e-commerce stores, and that has given me the benefits to try new things, leverage my skills to try new businesses, and all of that I can then show on this YouTube channel for you to learn. But by having that experience of growing so many e-commerce brands, I've nailed it down to one of 4 things that allows you to create a sustainable business. Number 1 is a customer experience. Number 2, having a winning product offering. Number 3 is diversification of marketing. And number 4, which is probably one of the most important in the long term, is knowing your numbers. So by building this brand, although I'd like to go straight to the dropshipping method with a Chinese supplier, I do think my ability to go through with print on demand is going to allow me to tailor a much better customer experience, especially with the increase in shipping costs, issues with logistics from China. There isn't really that much difference between print on demand and dropshipping. With dropshipping, the supplier doesn't have to make any end customizations to the product, and it can be shipped directly to the customer the moment they purchase. Whereas with print on demand, there is a level of customization which is dependent on what you want to sell, but that time frame is going to add on to the time it takes for the customer to receive their product. So the more customizations required, the more relaxed the customer is about receiving their product. Both methods, however, are profitable when it comes to building an e-commerce brand, but I find with print on demand that customers are a bit more chill when it comes to receiving their products, and I really don't want the headaches. So just because I'm going with print on demand does not mean that any products that you take with dropshipping aren't going to apply to this series. You have to understand that dropshipping is more the model and it's not the business itself. All it is getting the supplier to fulfill the product on your behalf without you ever seeing or touching your products.
Nice.
You can see so many beauty businesses that stock and house so many other brands that aren't their own, and that generally is a form of dropshipping. So even though they have their own retail stores, the issue with dropshipping itself is that it's built up a negative connotation to the get rich quick scheme, and that's definitely not what I want to be doing. So if you're only here and interested in making money very fast with a very simple way, don't watch this series because it's probably not going to be for you. The people that I really want to be watching this series are those that are looking to build a sustainable long-term brand. Now, I have spent a bunch of time researching winning products in the print-on-demand space, and with my experience, I have seen certain brands really blow up, such as Turns Yellow, where people are turning their customers and simplifying them, or is it Simpsonizing them? I'm not really too sure. And also artwork along that Futurama thing. When you are able to build on this emotional attachment to the customer through this print on demand, you can then sell with much better demand. So even though I do like those types of brands, I do also want to incorporate something along pets, because there are such stores as Crown & Paw, Pet Canva, and even Printy Pets. All of those stores are able to touch base on not only humans in this world, but the 4 to 5 billion pets that there might be as well. So by combining both of those ideas, I think I'm really able to figure out exactly where I want to be, but I do want to do a bit more research. So I do plan to release the product idea that I have in the next episode. And if anything, I hope you're looking forward to following along as I build this day by day process of building this brand. Hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to follow the next episode so you can see the exact brand that I plan on building. So yeah, I'll see you there. Peace.